Hello everyone and welcome back to Obas Trending Gist, where we break down the stories that have everyone talking. Today, we are looking at a statement from the highest level of Nigerian military command that has left many people asking one simple question. Are we on our own now? Nigeria's Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, recently sat down with Shehu Okinbaloye on Channel's TV Politics Today. In the interview, while discussing the frightening state of insecurity, terror and insurgency, the general gave some advice that is both practical and deeply worrying. He is essentially suggesting that every Nigerian needs to learn self-defense and unarmed combat to survive. Is this a bold call for citizens' empowerment or a subtle admission that the state can no longer guarantee our safety? Let us watch the clip and then we'll break it all down. So sit back and take a watch.
Because of this security situation, so there are those who will say, maybe just like we see in some countries like Israel, that as a young person graduates, that you have to serve compulsorily in the military as part of your compulsory service to the nation. Just like
these are options. So that's what the NYC is supposed to do. And the NYC had been watered down to 3 weeks. I think it's important that we're able to give every Nigerian one security awareness at whatever level. Self-defense is very important. Unarmed combat, swimming, driving, these are critical aspects for human endeavor. Those are things we should never take for granted because it prepares you for the future. The world we are in now is dangerous. We have individuals that don't mean people well. They kill for whatever reason, and it is not only in Nigeria. I'm sure you know, even abroad, you see somebody will take a weapon, go to a school, and open fire on everybody. So there's a lot of psychological things. People, because again...
So you encourage self-defense?
No, self-defense, everybody is supposed to be ready to protect himself as an individual. So if it means you should take judo lessons, take karate lessons, make sure that you are physically fit to be able to withstand this and don't want to take things...
But how do you withstand bullets? Well, self-defense in the face of...
You avoid where bullets will fly as much as possible. And I think those are the areas that we should... But I think that education on security is what we don't do.
All right.
All right, let's unpack what we just heard. The Chief of Defense Staff, the man leading the entire Nigerian military, believes it's important to give every Nigerian security awareness. He specifically mentions skills like self-defense, unarmed combat, swimming, and even driving as critical skills for survival in today's world. He said we should never take these things for granted because, in his words, the world we are in now is dangerous and there are individuals who don't mean well for people. On the surface, this sounds like good advice. Who can argue against being prepared? Being aware of your surrounding and knowing how to protect yourself is a valuable life skill anywhere on the planet. He wants a society where citizens are not helpless. He wants us to be physically fit and ready. But when Shehu Okinbaloye asks the most critical question, how do you withstand bullets with self-defense? The general's answer is what raises eyebrow. He says, and I quote, "You avoid where bullets will fly." And he encourages taking judo and karate lessons. This response is the core of the entire conversation. It moves from a general encouragement of personal fitness to a specific prescription for surviving in a war zone. The message is clear. The responsibility for your personal safety is increasingly falling on your own shoulders. The military is fighting, but you, the citizen, must also be prepared for individual combat. Now, for my take on all this, and I have to be honest, this is profoundly concerning. While I agree that self-defense skills are useful, hearing this from Chief of Defense feels like a massive abdication of state responsibility. The social contract we have with the government is simple. We pay our taxes, we are law-abiding citizens, and in return, the state provides security for our lives and property. When the head of the military is telling you to learn karate to face insecurity, that contract appears broken. Let's be realistic. The primary threats Nigerians faces today are not petty thieves in dark alley where judo might be effective. The threats are organized gang of terrorists and kidnappers armed with AK-47 and sophisticated weapons. They storm villages, they attack commuters on the highway, they invade homes. Telling a farmer in Katsina or a traveler on the Abuja-Kaduna road to use karate against a dozen bandits with machine guns is not only impractical, it It's insulting to the victim of these horrific crimes. The general's advice to avoid where bullets will fly is a luxury most Nigerians don't have. People are being attacked in their own homes, on their farms, and in their place of worship. Where exactly are they supposed to avoid? Furthermore, this advice seems disconnected from the economic reality of millions. With the high cost of living, who has the disposable income and time to enroll in karate classes? People are focused on finding their next meal, not on perfecting a roundhouse kick. This statement perhaps unintentionally sends a chilling message. We are doing what we can, but ultimately, you are on your own. It reveals a deep-seated problem where the security architecture seems overwhelmed, and the new strategy is to push the burden to the defense onto unarmed, untrained, and unprotected civilians. So, what's the bottom line? General Musa's advice is a paradox. It is sensible on a personal level, but a sign of systematic failure on the national level. But I want to know what you all think. Is the defense chief giving realistic advice for modern Nigeria, or is this a massive failure of leadership and the state? Let me know your unfiltered thoughts in the comment section below. If you found this analysis useful, please hit that like button, subscribe to Oba's Trending Gist, and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our take on the trending gist. Thanks for watching, and stay safe and stay aware.